Okay, so mine is saying March 4th to 10th. Ignore this. I'm just using this picture as a reference in a way for both double money and RP weeks. I know this is an old picture, but it still says double GTA money plus RP all week and all that other stuff because pretty much that's usually around anyways. It just keeps circling around and there's versus mode and I'm using this for even adversary mode and all that other stuff in this video. It's about 10 minutes long. I know I can't be the only player that notices this stuff that doesn't like sugarcoating stuff and notices there are people that have like real life things. It doesn't matter if you have a job, no job, it doesn't matter if you have a house or an apartment, wherever it is. But anyways, as I read later, been going dark lemons, I'm just factoring this into the videos because nobody ever factors these stuff in when they say, well, this is the best way to make money, blah, 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 and 4 times and 3 times and 2 times in the public lobbies. No, no, Medusa, it doesn't work like that. I'm just using a random name. It doesn't really matter right now, but I had to come up with something that was not commonly used, like Sharon or something like that, so nobody feels like I'm calling them out. I'm just using a name like Medusa or something that doesn't get used like that, or Odin like that. Unless you're using your character name as Medusa or Odin, it's not that. I'm just using a Greek or Viking god or some form of that, so that way I can use it. Anyways, um, a made up character in my head, basically. Anyways, versus in series modes are like okay, yes, they do pay, but trying to get into them is just annoying. Even even the freaking arena wars. Dear God, the players in there you can't even win anything because every. I mean, if you won everything, including 1,000, and got yourself 1,000 freaking points, at least let everybody else get there. Stop hogging it up. I get the point of the saying is similar to the Rocket League, but we're not in freaking Rocket League. Don't believe me? Put Arena Wars and put freaking Rocket League next to each other and tell me they're not pretty much similar. Because I literally have Rocket League that came with my Xbox, and I also have Fortnite and that came with my Xbox, and there's like one in there. Trying to sing it right now. Like I put them in another video in the past what I have on my Xbox and that for games, but anyways, um, they came with my console. It's like Destiny 2 came with my console, not the original Destiny ones or like with expansions to the Iron King, but yeah. Anyway, this whole thing, yeah, it's great that you can possibly get like 25% off on certain things and whatnot, and if it goes the same thing every time if Rockstar puts one of these freaking new things, it doesn't give you a whole lot. I mean, like 25% off or 15% off or 30% off a freaking car and that is not enough. Do you know how hard it is to make $1 million half the time, especially when like you lose interest because you basically have to grind alone because there's no friends or people that want to do stuff and they either quit too quickly or they're about being perfectionists and then if you don't do their full professional way, and I understand if it's too excessive, but I mean if it's simple and they tell you how to do it and you can do it and you pull it off, and that's fine. But if you can't let the person do it, I'm just saying that in a positive way, but that it is what it is because I'm getting tired of these trigger happy people coming in and ruining stuff and that. And these particular things, it doesn't matter adversary or anything. I've been at plenty of them. Yes, it's I won a couple of them here and there, but especially with adversaries with guns and that, and it really depends because you get a lot of people that are in God mode or something like that, or there's like hackers. We all know about them. There's hackers that's in these heists that make it more impossible because they kind of put themselves in God mode that you can't even get them out of, and then they kill you constantly over and over again. Then you can't win the thing. So, question, Rockstar. How is anybody supposed to be able to win these things if you got people like hackers and people in God mode that hog up the spotlight in arena wars, adversary mode, and everything else? Especially when like you're not in modded accounts with God mode or like um hackers that can go in God mode and make themselves invincible to everybody else. How are you supposed to win against that? You're never gonna win the freaking adversary mode or the other thing or get the career progress or any of that stuff, and it doesn't matter if it's this or GTA 6. I like Rockstar. I wish I could talk to Rockstar because I have so many questions for him. How the hell is anybody supposed to get money or anything besides buying shark cards and that? And then how are you supposed to get the stuff on the wheel if the real wheel is rigged? And even with 2 times and 3 times, I don't care if you have 3 spins. I've only won a few vehicles all out of like last 12 to 13 years off that rig, and I really wait until the next day. I don't do that glitch thing because literally everybody does that glitch where they quit the game and they come back in and spin the wheel. It's been videos, but anyways, um, how is anybody supposed to win and make money or get any of this stuff on as a regular person, an average person, to even get the stuff off the wheel without doing glitches and that, or getting the thing like the tractor or lost uh, biker club vehicles like the van and the other thing from the wheel or mystery if we don't have a chance and you could be on the game for 12 to 13 years or 14 or 16 years or so on. I've only ever won a few vehicles. It never really fully lands on mystery. It hardly lands on mystery. It mostly lands on clothing, RP, or chips or money. That's the ones that lands on the most. I mean, seriously, come on. It's like 2025. Literally, unless you're going to gamble in that, which I'm not gambling because you could lose a lot of times and lose a lot of money chip wise, and then you gotta grind out and that. So say you only have like example 300,000 and you lost it down near zero. So how you supposed to have the chips? And then you gotta go out and do more things. Hopefully, go back to the casino to win more. And by the way, Rockstar, um, I'm gonna do another video about this because I got questions and I can't be the only one that got questions about this because I can't be the only one. But I'm gonna find this picture and I'm gonna put this up and I'm gonna ask, and hopefully people can agree with me and actually help me get to Rockstar because I have so many questions on some things for the last 12 to 13 years. Why in the heck is some of this stuff happening? And if we're gonna do adversary mode, can we please let some of us win for once so we can get some of the stuff from the stuff and like the career progress? It's like 13 years in, 12 to 13 years in, almost 14 years in. Can we just let other players win? Like, I mean, even if they're good at it and somehow keep up, I mean, minus the freaking hackers and God mode, where I'm even getting to that anymore. But the rest of you, why are you hogging it up? And stop quitting stuff. Like, let's finish this stuff and make this money, and so I can get stuff from this things, get these T-shirts, get caught up, because it puts people behind for so many years, and then they lost out on these particular clothes because you hogged it up. I mean that in a positive way, but it is what it is. I said what I said, but that's how it is. You're turning this whole thing to garbage, trash type stuff, and nobody wants to play anymore half the time.